Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Telugu film Virata Parvam. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. I went to see first day first show of this Sai Pallavi, Rana Duggubati film, and I was shocked because there were only 3 other people in the movie theater with me. And I don't get it. So yeah, that's one of the questions that I have that I would love for you to talk about in comments. Are people going to see this film in India and it just doesn't have an appeal to people in the United States? I don't know. I mean, it has Sai Pallavi and it has Rana. I don't get it. So I don't know if it's the fact that there are no dance sequences. I mean, if you're going in expecting the Sai Pallavi that you've seen in some of her previous films, or she does dance numbers, this is not the film. There's not a single dance number. There's just a couple of montage type songs, and Rana's character is an excellent leader, but he also the reason her character falls in love with him is because he's written anonymous books of poetry, and so they have one sort of fighting song, Chalo Chalo, which is my favorite of the, 3 or 4 songs that are in the film. The music is by Suresh Babli. Then the director is new to me, Vinu Udugala, who this is only his second film. So again, it's another COVID story. This film was filmed, I believe, in 2019, maybe going into 2020, and is finally being released now. Was delayed again from its April release to now. I don't know. So maybe they just didn't have the marketing push to push it out right now with all the delays. I don't know the story. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's based on a real person. So that was quite interesting to me. It's based on stories from the director's childhood, things that he had heard growing up. It's a period piece. We start with Sai Pallavi's character's Vanilla. We start with her birth in 1973, I think it was. And then most of the film takes place in the 90s in Telangana with Naxalist movement, which, I'll be completely honest, I know very little about all of this. Now, I've seen some of it in other films, but all the politics that might, and all the shades of meaning that might be in this film. Basically, this is a film that sets up that the police are bad guys and they constantly are creating out of fiction encounters to torture and kill people that they suspect of being part of this movement. People who are from oppressed castes are having trouble getting justice, just in the rural villages, and the only way that they are getting any justice is by going to these Naxalite leaders. Vanilla, she falls in love with this leader just from reading his poetry. It's not that she has always wanted to be part of this movement. It's him that she's all about, and she goes on this quest to find him. Now, when you're talking about a secret movement that's living in the forest, anyone that approaches that's not been invited in is suspect, and that's kind of key to the whole drama. She encounters various people. I heard that Taboo was supposed to be in this film. I think I can guess which character that was supposed to be. I mean, there are compelling action sequences, and you see her become part of this movement. And I'm not going to spoil the ending. I suppose I should have expected what happened, but me not knowing the story, it was a little bit of a surprise at the end. So exactly how everything ended. And then over the final credits, they showed newspaper articles and the real picture of the real girl that the story was based on. I don't know if this film will be extremely commercial successfully based on what I saw tonight with how few people were willing to come to the theater. Now, I enjoyed it. I enjoy anything with Sai Pallavi. I love her. I thought she gave a wonderful performance. Oh my gosh, the look on her face when she finally sees this man that she's dreamed about and imagined, and she sees him in real life for the first time. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like she makes it believable, because if you think about it, like, this is like a crazed fan, okay, who just decides, I'm going to leave my family and I'm going to find this guy. It sounds a little crazy. And she is so sincere and just luminous. She pulls it off. Now, and Rana, I read that he really lost some weight, because to me it was striking how lean he is. But he's supposed to be playing someone who's living on next to nothing in the forest, right? He's supposed to be constantly on the move, constantly hiding and running from place to place. He has that fierceness about him, that intense screen presence that I think was perfect for this role. I don't know that I had expectations that necessarily, so I can't really say that I was disappointed because I was expecting X or expecting Y to happen. But we're left really. The story is Sai's character. It's Vanilla's. So it's interesting to me that this is a film focused completely really on this woman's character, and this whole surrounding of war and of guerrilla warfare and all of this conflict. So it's notable. Kudos to the director for writing a woman's story. But I was left wanting to know a little bit more, since we're completely seeing everything through her. I was left wondering about Rana's character a little bit. Like, how did he get into this? He's just kind of this mysterious figure almost until really the very end. And I was left to, we've spent 2.5 hours in this film. I wanted to know just a little bit more. I mean, again, I can't spoil it. Okay. So, mixed bag on this film. I think that it's a film that you could wait to watch on streaming. I wanted to support Sai, and I haven't seen Rana in a film in a little while either, so I was excited to see the two of them together. I did think they had good chemistry together. Shout out to the 3 other people who were in the theater if you happen to be watching. It just was sad to me that so few people came out to see one of Sai's films. If you happen to have seen this film, or if you've heard anything about it, or is it the politics of it, or what is it that is making this not a film that people want to run out to see? Is it the fact that there's no, she's not doing her typical dance kind of a film? I don't know, what it is exactly. So let me know in the comments below if you have any thoughts on that. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Follow me on Instagram at Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell here when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer action or film review.